Hey guys, this is Wes, and I want to say good afternoon. It's Saturday. These videos will almost always be in my car because I have a lot of young kids and they're very noisy, and usually I'm on the go. So today's topic, guys, I want to share with you is a good friend of mine, a dear friend that I used to work with, commented on one of my videos regarding about following your dreams. And I'll share her comment, and then I'll kind of give you some of my thoughts on this, because it's a very common comment, and I used to feel deeply this way in my soul as well. So she said, let's see, I'll just tell you the relevant parts. Most people don't have the money, i.e. the freedom to pursue their dreams without fear of failure. Some people do it anyway, but most suck it up and work jobs they like enough, or in parentheses, don't even like, and aren't passionate about until they have saved enough so they can escape to pursue their true selves. Let's see. I do hope more people work and save so they can pursue their dreams. So this is very common, and I would be a hypocrite to say that that wasn't me for the majority of my adult life. That doesn't necessarily mean it's true. And now, the older I get, the more I realize that you need to test the veracity of something. Is it true? Does it even make sense? Or have you believed it for so long that you actually believe it's true? So I'm going to read you one of my favorite stories, and I'll tie it into specific examples where you could test it for yourself and realize that's nonsense. What am I waiting for, right? To live my true self, to live my life. So the story goes like this. This is regarding Hernan Cortez. By no means am I glorifying colonization or anything like that. I was born in Haiti, which was a colony of the French and Spanish, right? So anyway, so here's the story. It's about burning the ships. A lot of you probably know it. Some of you don't, right? So Burn the Ship was born from an idea that originated in 1519. That year, Hernan Cortez set sail to Veracruz, Mexico with his crew. Upon arrival, Cortez's men became weary and scared, with hopes of turning back home to their old lives. As legend has it, Cortez had the men burn their ships, leaving no option but to press on. Their ability to retreat to their previous way of life was gone. Their safety net had been removed. So different sources tell you different things. Some sources tell you that this didn't really happen, etc. But I still love this story because legend has it he had maybe 500 or 600 men, and the natives had thousands of men, and burning the ships literally cut their route of retreat. Were either going to succeed and take their ships back home, or perish in our quest for something bigger than ourselves. So first of all, let's test the veracity of, is it true that you have to wait until you have enough money to follow your dreams? So that's the path I took, right? Fortunately, I fell in love with, ever since I was 18, I wanted to be working in the investment industry, believe it or not. So those of you that know me from those eras, being a financial advisor, investment advisor at various firms, and you're like, wow, this guy's really so happy. Why is he so happy? Well, I was literally living my dream, right? That was my dream since I was 18 years old, where a really good friend, where I was working in college, named Karen, pointed out, hey, Wes, you love this a lot. You should actually do it. So that was my dream, right? However, your visions, your dreams change, etc. But here's the thing. Look up some of the stories of the most inspirational people you could think of, from musicians to actors to etc., etc. A lot of them were broke as a joke. Probably had less money than you, less money than me, less money than you at your lowest. Some were homeless. So sometimes in life, when you have nothing to lose, you're at your most powerful. You have nothing to lose, right? So I'll give you a very specific example in our lives and how I sometimes reframe things. I remember when we were making a decision to buy a business, because I've always wanted to buy a business. We just weren't sure what it was yet, what would fulfill our mission to literally do good while doing well for yourself and paying it forward and all of that. And I remember as we're weighing our options and looking at things that were bigger than what we financially thought we could do, and we weighed different SBA options, etc. And the thought came to me, and friends that wanted to caution me would say, well, if it doesn't work out, you'll lose you lose so much financially. You could lose it all, and also ruin your credit and all of this. And it's specifically hard working in the financial service industry. You ruin your credit, you probably can't even work in the industry anymore, so you lose everything. And I remember thinking to myself, and I said, you know what? I said this to a good friend. I said, a lot of people lose it all for far less. Some people will they'll get laid off, and they'll lose their jobs, they'll lose their credit, they'll lose their house, they'll face a disability, and they'll lose everything. And I told her, listen, I would rather lose it all going after exactly what I want than not going after what I want. So really what it boils down to is, if you're the type of person, right, most people do X, Y, Z. If you feel deep in your heart that you are most people, carry on, right? If you're watching this video and you're here still, you're probably not most people, right? Deep inside of you, inside of your soul, inside of your spirit, your heart, etc., there's a little whisper that tells you that you are far more than you're living right now. Far more, and you know it. And the only thing stopping you is fear. And I get that, right? And the way you could test if it's really fear holding you back is one of my favorite exercises. I don't even remember where I got it from this point. But it goes like this. If I had a ticket, right, and it was a magic ticket, and I could give it to you, boom, put it right in your hand. And I said, you could use this ticket to accomplish anything at all. Guaranteed. I'm not saying it would be easy, but I'm saying it's guaranteed you would achieve that result. It doesn't matter. You want to be a successful author and make a living writing? Boom, got it. You will not fail. What would you use that ticket for? Now, give that some thought. Like really, truly give it some thought. Because if you're like me, what you then realize is you would use it for fill in the blank. And that tells you right now, that's what your soul is telling you to do, right? That's where you are in life right now. And if you're not doing it, it's because of the fear of failure, i.e. you don't have that ticket. But what's interesting about life is when you fully commit yourself, when you burn the ships, you will not fail. As a matter of fact, think about it. Have you ever 100% committed yourself to anything and failed? I know I haven't. I may have not achieved my desired objective. I've never failed, though, when I put 100% effort. Guess what? Because I've grown in spirit, in consciousness, etc., to where I became a better person, right? Able to accomplish a lot more. And so I implore you, give those things some thought. And as always, let your heart and your soul speak to you and pay attention to what it's saying. Thank you so much. God bless. Te amo. I love you. Namaste. Take care. Till next time.